Have you ever wondered, in the face of adversity, where you would draw your strength from? In this vast tapestry of life, we encounter stories of individuals who, despite overwhelming odds, stood strong, their spirits unbroken. They draw their strength not from physical might, but from a deep well of faith and resilience. Imagine being torn from your homeland, cast into an alien world, forced to navigate its perils, all the while holding steadfast to your beliefs. This is not a tale spun from fiction, but a narrative etched into the annals of history, a testament to the power of unwavering faith. It's the story of a man who stared into the jaws of death, yet never faltered in his devotion. His name was Daniel, a prophet of ancient times, whose life serves as an enduring beacon of hope and courage. One such story of unwavering faith and resilience comes from the annals of ancient times, the story of Prophet Daniel. Daniel, a young man of royal lineage, found himself in a foreign land, stripped of all familiarity. Born into the noble line of Judah, Daniel was a prince by birth, destined for greatness in his homeland. But life had a different path in store. The Babylonian Empire, in its might and fury, invaded Jerusalem and took Daniel captive. Yet even in chains, Daniel was different. His captors saw not just a prisoner, but a young man of exceptional intelligence and wisdom. Recognizing this, the Babylonians took him into the royal court, not as a slave, but as a scholar and advisor. They sought to use his wisdom for their benefit, to make their empire stronger. But Daniel was not so easily swayed. In this foreign land, surrounded by strange customs and false idols, Daniel's faith in God remained unshaken. He refused to consume the royal food and wine, choosing instead to maintain his dietary laws, a testament to his unwavering devotion. He prayed 3 times a day, every day, without fail. He did not bow to the Babylonian gods, nor did he let the allure of royal life distract him from his faith. And so, Daniel served in the Babylonian court, not as a captive, but as a man of God. His intelligence shone through, earning him favor with the Babylonian king. But it was his faith that truly set him apart, a faith that was tested time and time again, yet never wavered, a faith that remained steadfast, even in the face of adversity. Despite his circumstances, Daniel held on to his faith, a decision that would come to define his life. His story, his struggles, his triumphs, all stemmed from this single choice. A choice to remain faithful, to hold on to his beliefs, no matter the cost. And as we delve deeper into his life, we will see just how significant this choice was, for Daniel himself, and for all who came after him. One night, King Nebuchadnezzar had a dream that none could interpret, a dream that would seal Daniel's fate. The dream was a vision of a grand statue, its head made of pure gold, its chest and arms of silver, its belly and thighs of bronze, its legs of iron, and its feet, intriguingly, a mix of iron and clay. This vision perplexed the king, leaving him in a state of disquiet. The wise men of Babylon, despite their wisdom and knowledge, were unable to interpret the dream, deepening the king's despair. Enter Daniel, a man of unwavering faith. Daniel was not just any man, he was a man of God, a prophet. He had been gifted with the power to interpret dreams, a divine ability bestowed upon him by his unwavering faith in God. When the king's wise men failed, Daniel stepped forward, ready to unravel the mystery of the king's dream. With a calm voice and a steady gaze, Daniel began to interpret the dream. The statue, he explained, symbolized kingdoms. The gold head was Babylon, the silver chest and arms were Medo-Persia, the bronze belly and thighs were Greece, and the iron legs were Rome. The feet of iron and clay were a divided kingdom, not as strong as the others. King Nebuchadnezzar, impressed and relieved by Daniel's interpretation, showered him with gifts and promotions. Daniel's influence grew, and he became a prominent figure in the king's court. His faith, his connection with God, had granted him this favor, this rise in stature. But as we'll soon see, the same faith that had brought Daniel favor and promotion was about to bring him into conflict. For faith, as powerful as it is, can also be a source of challenge, a test of one's courage and determination. Daniel's faith had brought him favor, but it would also bring him into conflict with the king's decree. Caught praying to his God, Daniel was thrown into a den of lions, a punishment meant to be fatal. This was the decree of King Darius, a king who was tricked into signing a law that prohibited prayer to any deity or man other than the king himself for 30 days. This law was a trap set by the king's advisors who were envious of Daniel's favor with the king. They knew of Daniel's devout faith, and they exploited it to their advantage. Daniel, however, was not deterred. He continued to pray to his God openly and fearlessly. His defiance was a beacon of faith, a testament to his unshakable belief. He was caught, as expected, and the king, bound by his own decree, had no choice but to sentence Daniel to the lion's den. Imagine the tension that night. The darkness of the den, the menacing growls of the lions, the uncertainty of the outcome. But Daniel, he was calm. He had faith. He believed in his God, and he trusted that he would not be forsaken. The lions prowled and roared, but they did not touch Daniel. It was as if an invisible barrier had been erected, keeping the beasts at bay. He was in the lion's den, but he was not part of their world. He was protected, shielded by his unwavering faith and the grace of his God. The night passed, the growls faded, and the dawn arrived. King Darius, who had spent a sleepless night worrying about Daniel, hurried to the den. He called out to Daniel, and to his amazement, Daniel responded. He had survived a night in the lion's den. He was alive, unharmed, untouched by the fierce predators. When dawn broke, Daniel emerged unscathed. His faith in God had saved him. His story is a testament to the power of faith, a reminder that even in the face of great danger and adversity, faith can provide strength, protection, and deliverance. Daniel's story is not just a tale of survival, but a testament to the power of unwavering faith. The life of Daniel is a beacon of light, guiding us through the darkness of adversity. His story is an embodiment of the power of faith, the strength of devotion, and the glory of divine protection. From the grandeur of the Babylonian royal court to the perilous depths of the lion's den, Daniel's faith was his compass, guiding him, protecting him, and ultimately saving him. As we delve into the significance of Daniel's story, we see that his faith was his shield. When faced with trials that would have shattered a lesser man, Daniel stood firm, unwavering in his devotion. His faith was not a fleeting thought or a momentary prayer. It was an integral part of his being, a constant source of strength and courage. And it was this faith that protected him, even in the face of death. But Daniel's story is not just a testament to the power of faith. It is also a mirror, reflecting the adversities that we face in our own lives. We may not find ourselves in a literal lion's den, but we all face our own lions. These lions can take the form of personal challenges, societal pressures, or even global crises. And just like Daniel, we can find strength in our faith to face these lions. Drawing parallels to our modern times, Daniel's story resonates with us on a deeply personal level. In a world filled with uncertainties, faith can provide a sense of stability and hope. It can be the light in our darkest hours, the anchor in our storms. Daniel's faith was his fortress, and it can be ours too. But faith, as shown in Daniel's story, is not just about belief, it is also about action. Daniel didn't merely believe in his God, he lived his faith. He prayed, he fasted, he obeyed the commandments. His faith was not a passive acceptance, but an active commitment, and it is this active faith that we need to embrace in our lives. In the face of adversity, Daniel held on to his faith and emerged victorious. His story serves as a powerful reminder that faith can move mountains and even close the mouths of lions. Daniel's story is a call to us, a call to stand firm in our faith, to live our beliefs, and to trust in divine protection. In the end, the significance of Daniel's story lies not just in the miracles he experienced, but in the faith that made those miracles possible. His story is a testament to the power of unwavering faith, a beacon of hope in times of adversity, and a guide for us to follow. In the face of adversity, Daniel held on to his faith and emerged victorious. His story serves as a reminder that faith can move mountains, and even close the mouths of lions.